There's only one film for today because I was told last week that the cat had unplugged the Chromecast at my grand's house, and I was trying to cast stuff last week and it wouldn't work, and then he told me. So I plugged it back in today, but I couldn't find the remote to switch to the Chromecast. So I put on a movie that isn't The Aviator, and I got say 20 minutes into it before my granny found the remote. So I went off Netflix, which is what I was watching the other movie on. Went over the Chromecast and put on The Aviator. Universally positive ratings, directed by Martin Scorsese. Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Blanchett, Kate Beckinsale, Alec Baldwin, Jude Law, John C. Reilly, Willem Dafoe, Francis Conroy, Brent Spiner. It's good. After that, I was planning to put on a different movie, but I ran out of time, so I decided to continue with the other movie on Netflix because I'm just going to call the other movies Movie B and Movie C. Movie B is the one that is on Netflix, and Movie C I would have to cast. And when I'm casting something, I like to watch the whole thing. But with Netflix, I can just easily go onto Netflix anywhere, look for the movie, or just go to continue watching and continue watching where I left off. But if I'm casting, I would have to pause it, write down the time, uncast it, wait till I can get somewhere to cast it, look for where I stored the time, and then go back to that time. I'll probably have to load. So, I've looked back on the files on my tablet, and I know that with me saying that, people are going to say, oh, well, what is it? CP? Don't say it. You're going to get me in trouble. And I know you're now thinking, oh, well, you'll only get in trouble if there's CP on there. No. Because, the police would come and be wasting their time on nothing, right? And I might get some form of criminal charge on me, even though there's nothing there, right? Arresting me for something that I'm innocent of, right? So just don't do that, please. But I looked back on the files, and I'm not able to upload the videos that I've been recording on my tablet that I haven't had the opportunity to upload yet, because of some other files on my tablet that I couldn't upload because it contains a lot of copyrighted material. And no, I'm not pirating or anything. That's not what's going on. But I just didn't want to accidentally do what I did last time when I uploaded what was Are You Mine by Arctic Monkeys. So, this is just a sort of PSA. There will be videos uploaded that are extremely old. Some of these videos may contain stuff about drama that was going on at the time that may be resolved. I'm not trying to reinstigate the drama. I'm not trying to bring it back up. It's just that these videos were recorded at the time it happened. I just couldn't upload them until now. I'm having the balance doing my exercise, uploading the videos on my old tablet and recording this video. But it's mainly just because my brother went to the bathroom again like a prick. The format I tried for the memes didn't work because I'm too haram for Instagram. So they keep on limiting the amount of time that I get for a video. So I'm only going to upload things if it's under a minute. Well, at least when it comes to videos. And despite the fact, I might have just been able to upload everything separately, since I had 2 images and 2 videos, right? Both videos were under a minute. I tried to upload them in a slideshow or whatever you call them. But that didn't work. I might have just been able to upload them separately, but the videos have all been deleted. So I'm just gonna record them. I'm just gonna bring back the memes segment that we've had for ever since I started doing it. Anyway, let me just try and find where I was. Oh, this is memes as of 7 p.m. on Sunday the 9th of January 2022. I probably should have said spoilers from No Way Home before clicking on this. People in 2012, The Amazing Spider-Man, crap, mega crap. People in 2022, The Amazing Spider-Man was a hero. I just couldn't see it. Oh, apparently, like people are possession for Amazing Spider-Man 3 and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6, which I don't understand. Like, I knew there was going to be a Spider-Man 4, but what about 5 and 6 unless they mean Tom Holland 4, 5, and 6? But anyway, Andrew Garfield's stunt double might have accidentally confirmed that Amazing Spider-Man 3 is happening. But I think that's just going to be a load of crap. Not the movie, but I don't think they're going to make it. So, being 3 times boosted in Ontario, I mean, I can't play this because it's the song Shake It Off by Taylor Swift, which opens with the line, got nothing in my head. And then that just repeats over and over again. Okay, I can't play this one.
I'm doing this for you guys.
The caveman at the Paris check if they're poisonous. POV, you're at the 2005 Nintendo Corporation boardroom discussion for the next possible name for their homing console. So my daughters watch VeggieTales on Netflix. I came downstairs this morning to find my daughter watching VeggieTales. VeggieTales is invading our son's brain. My kids watch VeggieTales on Netflix and it bothers me. Bunch of Redditors and the atheism community getting pissed off that their children are watching VeggieTales. As far as I know, VeggieTales isn't even a Christian show anymore. Like, I know it used to be, but it got took over by, like, the creators left and got took over by other people, and the other people decided to have it as just a regular kid show that has nothing to do with Christianity. And for these parents, all I have to say is, if your kids want to watch VeggieTales, let them watch VeggieTales. Some of them might grow up and not end up being Christian. And even if they end up being Christian, so what? I probably can't play this because it uses copyright music in the background. But it's Lil Wayne explaining why he doesn't think racism is a thing. Just read the subtitles. I'm just going to explain this as well. So, Lil Wayne was shot as a child, and around the same time, the police raided his house, and he was right in front of the door on the ground, bleeding out, and the police did nothing. They were looking for drugs and stuff. But then one cop said, "What are you all doing? Get this child to the hospital right now." And that cop that said that was white, so he thinks that racism isn't a thing. I wouldn't say that racism isn't a thing, but I do agree with him 95%. So, observe Justin Bieber posting, and I quote, "Racism is evil." And I don't say and I quote because I disagree with him. I do agree with him, but look at this clip.
That's just straight.
Why are black people afraid of chainsaws?
Don't even say it. Don't.
Run, nigga.
But Dylan, that's actually hypocritical as well, because there's a clip of you saying the M word as well. No, there's not. No, there's not. It got took down. There is no clip of me saying the M word. YouTube took it down almost immediately. So, no, there's not. Once again, copyright music in the background, but the message of this is Don't gamble. It's not worth it. Sir, move over. Can't you see he's pregnant? Me. I've been saving a lot of posts by this guy because he keeps on posting at least one or two based things. And I will point out the one based thing that he posts, or maybe it might be two. 2022 ain't ready for my silly antics. Sword Art Online takes place in 2022. And Facebook is developing the metaverse, which I've already said that I thought initially that the metaverse was supposed to be sort of like Sword Art Online, where it's, you sort of plug yourself in to a computer. So the way that Sword Art Online works, also the way that the Matrix works, and there was something else, but that's Ready Player One, kind of. But in Ready Player One, I'm pretty sure you can just take your glasses off and that's you out of the game. So whatever. But apparently it's just sort of like VR chat, but powered by Facebook. So this is somewhat based, but here's the based bit. Well, if it ain't nerdsy, I boil dogs alive. I don't think Fauci boils dogs alive, but he has. Like, this isn't a conspiracy theory, this is truth. And if I post this on Instagram, I know that I would get a false information thing, but like, this is true. Anthony Fauci was caught harming dogs for science. And I did sort of like a scream of voice there to try and do an impression of Fauci from the Freedom Tunes impression, but it didn't really work out.
To my chest! It's gonna explode in 3 There's a bomb strapped to my chest!
You die.
How did you die?
You can't really copyright me for a very terrible quality version of whatever the song is. Me watching 2 minutes of unskippable YouTube advertisements for a 30-second CPR tutorial on my granddad is having a heart attack. I posted about a year ago now on my old account that YouTube is going to force ads onto every single video regardless of context, such as medical tutorial videos. So stuff like this is going to happen inevitably. And it's been over a year, and as far as I know, YouTube has done nothing about it. Let's go 9 years down the line, so it's been 10 years since YouTube has done this. What's the body count from this one simple decision? Oh, Dylan's posting about himself. I already said at the start of the video, don't. This DM's as of 7:12. My friend posted an extremely blurry photo, and I replied to it, and I thought my photos were blurry, and she replied, haha. I took a photo with another friend, and I sent them all them, and he said thanks. This is Twitter as of same time. Actually. Okay. End of free lateral flow tests as country told to live with corona. No, let's not live with corona. Let's defeat it. But when it comes to lateral flows, I don't really have an issue with them. It's the PCRs I have an issue with because I wouldn't be able to find the video, so please take everything I say with a grain of salt. But I've seen like a video of who's supposedly the guy that created the PCR test saying that the PCR test isn't actually supposed to tell you if you have corona or not. It's supposed to tell you something else. But whatever. For a second I thought this was talking about NFTs, but then I realized that it's L, not. Oh right, lateral flows. But I was told that Taiwan wasn't a country. What's going on? Right, I've said this probably about 5 times now. I'll say it again. See if you tweet, get the hashtags Tory. If you tweet, get the hashtag Tories out every single day, it does not increase the chances of the Tories getting out. Operation Destroy Reddit. Reddit is going public with an expected 15 billion valuation. This is a perfect opportunity for a troll campaign that could destroy Reddit. The operation is very simple. We encourage Reddit moderators who are unpaid to unionize and demand wages from Reddit admins and shut down their subreddits until they are paid fairly. Reddit is absolutely full of left-wing Marxist types who hate big businesses and love unions. If we do this, we could literally see hundreds of left-wing mods on the site start shutting down every part of the website. Admins could ban the mods who do this, but then guess what? The site would become completely unusable without mods, since the whole thing relies on free labor from no-life losers to keep things running. Why do this? Because screw Reddit. Convincing the left-wing mods to destroy their own site would be hilarious. But Dylan, you love Reddit. Why would you support this? I don't love Reddit. I hate it. I've gone on record multiple times saying I hate it. I haven't used Reddit in about a year. Bar a review that I need to do today in this video. That I'll do once the Twitter segment's over, if I remember. And no Pulitzer predicts the destruction of this site. I wish a guy would. Oh, Floydies is doing good. r/Bionicle memes. No, I don't take criticism. Behold, our newest ad campaign. Mean big titty woo woo girlfriend. Are you sure this help us sell more toys? Sell toys? You really shouldn't have to sell in there at the last bit. So don't toss it in the mess. Yes, been informed. I didn't know that when I made the meme. I was only familiar with the template. 5 for normies in 2022. I just don't understand why I'm triple vax and unable to do anything. I'm going to say it's correlation and not causation. But I'm not saying that the vaccine didn't have anything to do with it, because it does completely destroy you when you take it. Imagine your entire business relying on the good graces of YouTube. Talk about a sort of Damocles. So let's tweet again from Mars. Let's turn NFT into a racial slur. Come on, 4chan. Why did 4chan does this all the time? Like, that thing that, like, now the OK symbol is now considered a white supremacy sign. That was 4chan pulling a prank. Now there's this. I think we should use the following reasons. NFT starts with the letter N. NFT is commonly associated with monkeys. Most NFT of a monkey of some kind. A lot of NFTs are just monkey drawings. Black people used to be treated as property. Finally, and most importantly, it would make all people trying to get rich off this crap, especially celebs and influencers, really mad. Let's do it, bros. Spectator. Are bored apes racist? And there we go. It was bound to happen. M words for trade. The newest neo-Nazi trend. NFT originally stood for N words for trade, a term heavily used in the slave trade. NFTs were invented on 4chan's poll board as a way to insult black people and make art inaccessible to them. NFTs widely use images of monkeys/apes, fast food, and golden chains to further enforce harmful stereotypes by the black community. Warning: neo-Nazis and Republicans are now harassing people of colour by commenting on the posts, calling them NFTs, and screenshotting them. Neo-Nazi artists like Ben Garrison and Stone Toss have used this platform as a way to sell their hateful art with full anonymity. I think NFTs are dumb and they shouldn't exist. Not that I would want to effing about because I'm a libertarian. And apparently I'm right wing, according to the latest poll comp. But I hate it when 4chan does this because inevitably it does become a permanent thing in society, such as the OK symbol being now a white supremacy symbol. I also couldn't afford a larger model, hence why I married. Haha, small PP. Took you long enough to join in? Conspiracy theories absolutely destroyed. Time to go to Smash Bros. Rage rabbit hole again. This isn't copyrighted.
Could have saved you. Did you think about that?
No, nigga, fuck.
Could have saved you.
It's just Smash Bros. Still my all-time favorite.
Ja, det är liksom den sitter med för... second kick.
Footstoolen også.
Footstoolen nå.
Stilrent. Han
prøver.
Nei!
Oi.
Det er en kraftig reaksjon fra Bupa. Ja, har vi en liten rage fra Bupa.
Ja, det är liksom det.
If you heard my laugh there, it wasn't like a delayed reaction or I'm just dumb and didn't find it funny until later, but I was just trying to not laugh. Houston Muller charged after 14-year-old child found in trunk of car at drive-through corona testing site. The mom told police the child had tested positive and needed to be quarantined. The child was unharmed. She was protecting others. What's the issue here? I was about to say something, but it's going to be... In fact, it wouldn't even be considered a threat of violence. It is a threat of violence, what I was about to say, but... I was just going to talk about, like, basically, what if it happened to you? You know, what if you were locked in the trunk to be quarantined? If I start 100% playthrough of The Witcher 3 and I'll start on Pokemon when it comes out, that should fill my free time enough and last until Elden Ring is released. Doesn't Elden Ring come out next month? Unless I'm wrong, you are seriously doubting how big The Witcher 3 is. Also, Marcus plays Witcher. Even more based. I'm going to go off the assumption that this isn't satire. The caption is, I'm paraphrasing, when you get your blue band so you can go out for 15 minutes a day. Meanwhile, in Australia's quarantine camps, or as I'm going to call them, and I'm going to get called anti-Semitic for this, and stuff similar to that, I'm going to call them concentration camps. I'm calling this one the Stockholm Boogie. Come and set him live today, boys. I really hope that doesn't turn into another stupid TikTok dance that all the girls like started. Like one girl goes, "Oh, let's do this thing," and yeah, that was so great. Like they do all the time. When I put 4 locusts instead of 3. If I'm ever in the paper again and it's going to be beating the crap out of an Audi driver. What is it about driving an Audi that makes you drive like a paint hopper that wants to kill everyone? By the way, I have a driving lesson tomorrow, so there'll be a video on that as part of the school segment. Anyway, I know I said that it'll be a very long time before the next Danganronpa review, but I'm just going to explain everything. Let me move from my bed to my chair. Because I need to get the iPad as well. So, Danganronpa Kirigiri, which is a book that comes after the which comes after the anime, the first anime, I mean. And so what I did with Zero, which was the last book, is that I looked up Danganronpa Zero English translation on Google. The first result was a Reddit thread. I know Reddit. So I clicked on that, and it was just Google. It was a Google Doc, and Danganronpa Zero is split up into 2 volumes, and this Google Doc had both of them in one, and it was translated in English, and it was fine. No issues whatsoever. When it comes to Kirigiri, same thing. Kirigiri English translation, Reddit thread by the same guy, but instead of bringing you to a link for a Google Doc, brought me to... Right, so Kirigiri is 7 volumes. Volume 1 was fully translated and was a doc on Google Drive. Volume 2 was... The guy said that it was like 40% translated, and it gave a link to a Wattpad article, or whatever you call things in Wattpad page. But then that page had a link to say that it's now fully completed. I clicked on that link, and it wasn't fully completed, so I was missing a bit of the story for Volume 2. Volume 3 was on Tumblr, and that was all there. That was fine. Volume 4 was on a different Tumblr account, but it was a summary. It wasn't a translation. And the chick that translated it kept on calling the main character, who was 16, and I quote, a lovable gay fuck. The thing is that unless they confirm that the character Yui, that's her name, is gay in the bits that I missed out on, then this is shipping. In fact, she admits that it's shipping, and she loves this ship. She really wants Yui and a 13-year-old character to have sex, and she keeps on saying it a lot, and it's disgusting. I just want to make it clear, I was talking to this guy Spencer, who from now on will be called Elford. The reason why I'll be called Elford is because it's faster, and I refrained from calling him Elford because it seemed more meaner than Discount Spencer, but I asked him, and he said he doesn't care what I call him, so from now on it's Elford. I asked him what he thought of Danganronpa, and he said he hates the community, and he will never join it. Thing is, he acts like the Danganronpa community. I seem to be the only person who isn't a trans Tumblr user who makes everything about pride. Anyway, so if I didn't mention, that was volume 4 and 5, that was a summary. There are no translations for volume 6 and 7. The last interaction I seen with Kirigiri was a guy who read volume 2 on Wattpad on Christmas Eve 2021. Because the people who post all these, it's different people, and it's happening out of order, and people who've done it seem to have given up. Some of them have said, yes, I'm giving up from this, and some have just said, yeah, I'll see you next time. And then it was like, I think I think the summary for Volume 5 ended, and wasn't even finished, ended on like February 2020. So as we done with Kerry Gary. But it is really good. It's just a shame that I had to. Oh, and right now they explain why this is fast. This came around faster than it should have. I clicked on all the links for the sites on my iPad. I was planning to read them in school. Thing is that the school bans websites on the iPad, free internet. So if you want to watch, like for Wattpad and Tumblr, when I'm at my house, I can read them. But as soon as I enter school, the websites are banned. So I went back on Siege because I like reading books while playing Siege. And I read all that within like a week. Or from Wednesday to today. So the next thing is a game. There will be no beginning review because I started it in 2020. I actually streamed it a bit. But I gave up from the game because I didn't save for a couple of hours and died and had to go. I know I lost a lot of progress. And I was like, screw it, I'm not playing it again. But then, I'm into Danganronpa, so I'm gonna go back and play it. I might start from the start, but I'm not gonna do a beginning review. And I don't know where I am. I think I am at the start because there's like 5 bosses or something. I've done 1. So there may not be a middle review, but I think it's unlikely that there won't be.